Welcome to another edition of Africa Sideways. My name's Big Six Simpson, and we've got our hands on something a little bit different today. China's answer to the Toyota Hilux and Ford Ranger, the most dominant bakkies in South Africa. This is coming out swinging, the new Great Wall Motors P-Series, the follow-on to the Steed 6, and I can really see advancements in this bakkie. 550,000 Rand for all the bells and whistles, no added extras. You get adaptive cruise control, radar, sensors, one of the best cameras in the business. It really does have you covered from a lot of different perspectives. It's got a 2-litre turbo diesel engine in here, which might not sound like it's a lot of power, but when you put your foot in, it accelerates rather nicely. You got 3 modes in this car: Eco, Normal and Sport. The Sport really winds the engine up. In terms of fuel economy, quite economical if you drive it sensibly, under 10 litres per 100 k's. And then if you driving fast with a smaller engine, it's going to use more gas. Whereas I find with the 3-litre diesel engines, it doesn't really matter if you drive slow or fast, you get similar fuel economy. The D-Max is one of those trucks that come to mind. There we go, some nice twisty bits. Handling is really on point. I do find that it wants to automatically brake for you when it thinks you're carrying too much speed into the corners, which I like the thought behind it, but in reality sometimes these automatic assists can come in at the wrong time and not really help matters. But in terms of a bakkie's handling, that's perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go full send into this corner. Smooth as a whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Can't argue with that. And for accelerating, I think the turbo's got quite a bit in the tank. Love the windscreen wipers on here. Point, and then you can jack it out the back end. So it's a lot of fun, this car. And they've got a ZF 8-speed transmission, the same transmission that's going in the Ineos Grenadier. Smooth gear change. I did find at low speed on an uphill it was hunting for gears a bit, but generally speaking, good gearbox. And 8 speeds, oh, also 8 speeds adequate for, I think 10 speeds over the top. So between 6 and 8 speed automatic is your sweet spot. Nice big tub at the back, some roll bars. Another nice feature is this. See, it just rolls. One thing I'm struggling to find is how to open the boot. I don't see any latches here. Peculiar. Great camera here, I don't know if you can quite see it. I think this car would look at home in one of these posh houses here. It really does have a bit of street cred, and it turns a lot of heads, this particular vehicle. Perhaps it was just new on the market. In terms of styling, interesting front grille, big American style front grille. Some of the design cues I can see from the Ranger, but they've still managed to keep a certain amount of originality on this car. They put a cannonball on the front. Apparently Great Wall Motors see that the cannonball is a sign of power, and this thing certainly does have a fair amount of power. Bit of grass here. Let's see how that suspension goes on a grassy bit. There we go. You see, it actually feels softer off-road than on-road. Let's try the hill descent out here. Okay, hill descent on. No problem whatsoever. Just laps that up. Good articulation. All in all, one hell of a package. On price, nothing can compete with it. On tech, very few bakkies can compete with it. Maybe just the Amarok and the old X-Class Merc. On reliability, to be confirmed. And on comfort, as comfortable as any other bakkie. A little bit stiff ride, but putting the tire pressure down to 2 bar should definitely help with that. I've got it at 2.4 bar, which is the recommended amount. So all in all, I think this bakkie gets a solid 8.5 out of 10 on the Africa Sideways rating. More to come on Africa Sideways. The cars just keep on coming. I'm feeling very grateful. We got the Peugeot 3008 next week, and then the Subaru Forester the week after that. And if Isuzu can come to the party, we might have the High Rider as well. So we'll catch you next time on Africa Sideways. Interestingly enough, I can't work out how to open the bonnet on this car. There's always a few quirks with these vehicles. So all in all, very impressed with this particular offering from Great Wall Motors. On the plus side, good price, good spec, luxurious. Downside, reliability to be confirmed. Does a lot of beeping, and it's not that easy to turn everything off. But it just depends what you're looking for in a car. And at this price, you're getting a hell of a lot of bang for your buck. If the Mahindra is the best bang for your buck base model bakkie, this is the best bang for your buck executive model. And for that reason, it gets 8.5 out of 10. You can't go wrong with one of these. Good solid 2-litre turbo engine. It's not going to kick you in the back of the seat. It's not going to be good for serious heavy overlanding, but for a city bakkie, for light commercial use, this thing's got you covered. We catch you next time, Africa Sideways.